St. Brown has changed so many things. He made Goff look better. He makes Brad Holmes look good. What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to tell you why Amon Ra St. Brown has changed the Lions, will change the rebuild, has changed the franchise, and really the impact that he's had just in his rookie year and what it means for the franchise, the front office, just one player and a big difference, and what a difference one player can make. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. My name's Chris. I put videos on this channel with my friend Craig. Sometimes we're together, sometimes we're apart, mostly Lions and Pistons. That's what you're going to find on this channel. So Amon Ra St. Brown, we take him in the 4th round, and let's first go back to why we took him. We let Kenny Golladay go in the offseason. So this was Brad Holmes' first big decision as a GM. He decides to let Golladay walk. It turned out to be an outstanding decision because he wanted $16 million a year. We don't give it to him. The Giants do. And you look at what kind of player he was. He's aging. He's expensive. He's injury prone. He can't get open. In hindsight, it's a no-brainer because, of course, he gets injured with the Giants in training camp. He gets injured again in the season. And his stats ended up being for the season 37 receptions for 500 receiving yards, no touchdowns. So there you have an expensive player. Like I just said, expensive player that's injury prone, that's not producing, can't get open on a bad team. So you flip that over to what the Lions do. We then take players. Brad Holmes knows that in the draft we're going to be deep at receiver, so we need receivers, and he doesn't address that until the 4th round. And that was kind of the thing. Like, man, I don't like that. There's some receivers we could have gotten or whatever. He's like, no, I got my eyes on this guy, St. Brown, who I had never really heard of out of USC. He's not very big, doesn't look very fast. It's just like, all right, whatever. 4th round pick. Well, he comes in. And let me look at his stats for the season here. He had 90 receptions, 912 yards, 5 touchdowns. And that's with really Goff's first year. Obviously Goff's first year. Dan Campbell's calling plays in the second half of the season versus the first. So rookie. So we take an old, aging, expensive guy and get a young, new rookie receiver that's inexpensive, young, and you look at St. Brown and you don't look at him like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna be injury prone. No, he's short, quick, fast. Not once did he get a big bone jarring hit against him. He's quick. He can dodge things. He's just like, he's gonna be durable. He's built like nothing I've ever seen. There's all that talk about his dad being a Mr. Olympian or whatever, and it's like, well, yeah, he just looks different. He's like small, but he's like all muscle. So it's like, okay, love it. So he comes in. Now Jared Goff's finding him because he's getting open. He's figuring it out. He can get open. So now Goff's finding him, and Goff's more confident in moving the ball. So what this means for the future is a couple things. Free agents and the draft. So free agents, now look at it. If you're a free agent wide receiver, you would be like, man, I'm coming in. There's no other wide receivers. I'm going to come in like to this Lions team that desperately needs a wide receiver. Now you're like, man, I got this St. Brown kid who's there with me. I can be that number one that the Lions need, or I can be a big-time receiver for the Lions. I see myself as that, right? I don't think we're going to go find a big-time receiver in free agency, but it just opens up the door for free agency for receivers to come our way, because last year, nobody was coming. Perriman, Williams, both of those guys signed one-year deals. They never played. We can get some receivers now, knowing that we can complement them with St. Brown. The next thing is the draft. It gives tremendous confidence in Brad Holmes and what he's doing, because he's proven already in 1 year. Look what he did. He waited. He got a receiver. He let Golladay go. It all just was like, that's what winning franchises. That's how you sustain your franchise, is you don't give big contracts to old, injury-prone players, and you draft really well. And that's what we did. So huge there. And then the second thing is, I guess the last thing would be the offense is now really looking good. Offensive line, we're going to get Ragnow back. Decker's going to be healthy. Penei Sewell's shown that he's just a stud. So our offensive line's set. Goff has shown that if you can get open, I'll hit you. It's huge. Goff is good for another year. Running backs look great with, we've got 3 or 4, 5 running backs because of injuries and whatever that we had to plug in, and they just all kind of did well. I mean, I hadn't seen, we've been looking for a running back since Barry Sanders, and now all of a sudden we've got 3 or 4 that they're not Barry Sanders, obviously, but they're just just like, man, those guys look good. They look good. And now receiver was a big key, or a big area that we just like, man, if we could key on that and get a receiver. Now we've got St. Brown. We just need one more, and we'll fill in the pieces as some guys come back from injury or whatever. But now your offense is set. Now we can focus on defense in this upcoming offseason. So now our offseason is going to be focused on defense. St. Brown has changed so many things. He made Goff look better. He makes Brad Holmes look good. He makes, all these things just start looking better because of one player. And that's how you do it. And that's how you rebuild. And that's how the Lions are just going to really lean on him. And now we can focus on defense, get the defense better. And now we've got just a team here versus, man, just throwing out guys. We didn't know what we had. We've really learned a lot. And St. Brown's a big part of that. So, hey, love to know your comments, or love to know your thoughts in the comments. And we'll see you on the next video.